a sample. This is the sample produced by our company. This is a wear plate. You can see every wear plate have a post to test the hole whether the post could be fit. And you can see this side is so matched, so you don't have to worry about the quality of the wear plate produced by our company. Okay, let's begin. Okay, there are three certifications we got. The first one is ISO 9001, which is a certificate of approval. And the second one is ISO 18001, which is a certificate of occupational health and safety management system. And the last one is ISO 14001, which is a certificate of environment management system. So these three certifications shows that we are able to produce the nickel hard 4 wear plate. And in this part, I want to talk about the nickel hard 4 wear plate. Nickel hard is a well-established white iron-produced alloys with nickel and chromium to gain significant abrasion and impact-resistant properties. The structure of nickel hard is composed of iron and chromium carbides fixed in a matrix rendered magnetic by the nickel content. And this structure allows nickel hard to be utilized in aggressive and high-impact conditions found throughout the construction, mining, manufacturing, and manual processing industries. Even China hard products include billets and liner plates that can be made to the customer's specification or supplied from a range of stock sizes. Evin's nickel hard products can be custom designed to meet any situation, regardless of any size and shape concepts. Even China can also supply cut and shape liner to be strategically placed on fixed point equipment so that a unique wear package can be created, maximizing wear life. This makes nickel hard the perfect material for shoes, drop boxes, wine and hover liners. EV China primarily supplies custom billets and liner plates produced to the nickel hard 4 specifications. However, EV China can produce billets and liner plates from the following alloys on special request. And these two pictures show us the nickel hard plates. And you can see this wear plate have 4 holes, and this one have 2 holes. They have different specifications, and you can see the lengths and the widths are different. And this page shows us the photos of their plates in progress. You can see there is a code that shows us the name and the materials. And in this part, all company can produce different specifications. And this picture shows us the dimensional check. And in this picture shows us that the wear plates will be evaluated by the rulers, and you can see they have different lengths, and the hole in the holes in the wear plates have different dimensions. And these are the testing photos. You can see every wear plate will be evaluated by various forces so that we can know whether the wear plates are matched with the holes. And these are the dimensional check photos. You can see we will use the ruler to check the length, width, and the hole's dimensions. And you can see they have different specifications. And these are the sample of nickel hard casting irons. You can see they have different specifications, and in every the wear plates produced by our company will be evaluated before the transportation and the shipment. So you don't have to worry about the quality. And we will check the holes, and you can see we will use the ruler to test the holes width. And you can see the first picture is the 19.6, and the second picture is 24.8, and the third one is 23.4. And the last one is 45.3 millimeter. And this picture is about the harness. You can see in this side is a sample of the wear plate produced by our company, and in we will test the harness of every wear plate, and you can see this is a machine to test the harness. And this page is about the nickel hub for chemical composition, and you can see this line. The first one is HBW 555 chromium 9. The silicon, the carbon is from 2.5 to 3.5. The silicon is from 1.5 to 2.5. The manganese is from 0.3 to 0.9. The phosphorus is less than 0.08. The sulfur is less than 0.08. The nickel is from 4.5 to 6.5. The chromium is from 8 to 10. And the last line is HBW 630 chromium 9. The carbon is from 3.2 to 3.6. The silicon is from 1.5 to 2.2. And the manganese is from 0.2 to 0.8. The phosphorus is less than 0.006, and the sulfur is less than 0.06, and the nickel is from 4 to 5.5, and the chromium is from 8 to 10. With the scientific heat treatment process design and computer controlled temperature and time chart, or white iron castings can be achieved the ideal harness, impact value, and even harness distribution from surface to center. And this is a chemical composition chart of nickel hard 4. The carbon is from 2.6 to 3.2%. The silicon is from 1.8 to 2%. The manganese is from 0.4 to 0.6%. The chromium is from 8 to 9%. The sulfur is less than 0.1%. The phosphorus is less than 0.06%. The nickel is from 4.5 to 6.5%. The molybdenum is less than 0.4, and the hardness is more than HRC 57. And then I want to talk about the nickel hard castings. Nickel hard castings were developed and used in 1930. Non-white casting iron was replaced by the white cast iron after the development of nickel hard castings, which is a major turning point of abrasive-resistant materials. Nickel hard casting iron had better wear resistance than ordinary white casting iron. Nickel hard casting iron is widely used in mining industry, power industry, cement industry, ceramics industry, and casting industry. The heat treatment process of nickel hard 4 is difficult from that of nickel hard 1 and nickel hard 2. In the heat treatment, nickel hard 4 will be heated to 750 to 800 degrees Celsius, then be cooled for 4 to 8 hours, and then be cooled by air cooling or furnace cooling. The heat treatment process can improve the hardness and impact resistance of nickel hard 4. The effect of impact static life improved by furnace cooling is better than air cooling. For large nickel hard 4 castings, the heat temperature should be lower. In the progress of heat treatment, the iron is held in 515 degrees Celsius for 4 hours, then cooled by air. Next, they will be held in 550 degrees Celsius for 16 hours, then be cooled by air again. Okay, let's have a review. In the first part, we showed the certifications we got. The first one is ISO 9001. The first certification is the certificate of approval. The second one is ISO 18001, which is the certificate of occupational health and safety management system. And the last one is ISO 14001. And it is a certificate of environment management system. And in this part, we talked about the EV nickel hard. Nickel hard is a well-established, well-iron product alloys with nickel and chromium to give significant abrasion and impact-resistant properties. The structure of nickel hard is composed of iron and chromium carbides fixed in a matrix redundant magnetic by nickel content. This construction allows nickel hard to be utilized in abrasive and high-impact conditions found throughout the construction, mining, manufacturing, and mineral processing industries. In China, nickel hard products include ballets, liner plates that can be made to customer specification or supplied from a range of stock sizes. If nickel hard products can be custom designed to meet any saturation regardless of any size and shape concerns. If China can also supply parts and shape the liner to be strategical, placed on fixed plant equipment so that a unique rear package can be created, maximizing rear life. This makes nickel hard the perfect materials for choose, drop boxes, spine and hopper liners. If China prominently supplies custom billets and liner plates produced to the nickel hard for specifications. However, if China can produce billets and liner plates from the following alloys on the special request. And this picture on the sample of the nickel hard plates produced by a company, and they have different specifications, and the hole in the plates are different, and their specifications are different too. And these are the photos of their plates in progress, and all companies can produce different specifications workplace, and in this part we can produce different specifications, and every workplace will have different label which shows the materials and the code. This is the progress of the dimension check. We will use the ruler to check the length, width, and the diameters of every holes in the wheel plates. You can see they have different specifications. And we will use the bolts to test the wheel plates to see whether the every bolt will be matched with the wheel plates. And this is a dimensional check too. We will use the ruler to check the length, width, and every diameters of the holes in the wheel plates. And these are the samples of nickel hard casting irons. So if you are interested in the nickel hard casting irons produced by our company, welcome to email us. We are willing to answer your questions. And you can follow us. We will show you a fantastic live show every week. And we will use the ruler to check the hole's diameter. You can see we have different diameters. The first one is 19.6 millimeters. The second one is 24.8 millimeters. The third one is 23.4 millimeters. The last one is 45.3 millimeters. And we will test the nickel hard form harness by the machine, so you don't have to worry about the quality. And in this part, I want to talk about the chemical composition of the nickel hard form. With scientific heat treatment process design and computer control temperature and time chart, all white iron castings can achieve ideal harness, impact, value, and even harness distribution from surface to center. So please focus on this line. The first line is HBW 555 premium line. The carbon is from 2.5 to 3.5. The silicon is from 1.5 to 2.5. The magnesium is from 0.2 to 0.8. The the phosphorus is less than 0.08. The silver is less than 0.08. The nickel is from 4.5 to 6.5. The chromium is from 8 to 10. And the last one is HBW. 630 chromium 9. The carbon is from 3.2 to 3.6. The silicon is from 1.5 to 2.2. The manganese is from 0.2 to 0.8. The phosphorus is less than 0.06. The silicon, the sulfur is less than 0.06. The nickel is from 0.4 to 5.5. The chromium is from 8 to 10. It is the chemical composition of nickel powder. The carbon is from 2.6 to 2.2%. The silicon is from 1.8 to 2%. The manganese is from 0.4 to 0.6%. The chromium is from 8 to 9%. The silver is less than 0.1%. The phosphorus is less than 0.06%. The nickel is from 4.5 to 6.5%. The molybdenum is less than 0.4%. And the hardest is manganese oxide 57. And in the last, I want to talk about the nickel hard castings. Nickel hard castings were developed and used in 1930s. Non-white casting iron was replaced by the white casting iron after the development of nickel hard castings, which is a major turning point of abrasive resistant materials. Nickel hard casting iron has better wear resistance than ordinary white casting iron. Nickel hard casting iron is widely used in many industries: power industry, cement industry, ceramic industry, and casting industry. The heat treatment process of nickel hard 4 is different from that of nickel hard 1 and nickel hard 2. In the heat treatment, nickel hard 4 will be heated to 750 to 800 degrees Celsius, then be held for 4 to 8 hours, then be cooled by air cooling or furnace cooling. This heat treatment process can be improve the hardness and impact resistance of nickel hard 4. The effect of impact static life improved by furnace cooling is better than air cooling. For large nickel hard 4 castings, the heat temperature should be lowered. In the progress of heat treatment, they are usually held in 515 degrees Celsius for 4 hours, then be cooled by air. Next, they will be held in 415 degrees Celsius for 16 hours, then cooled by air again. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have any inquiry about how for your please send it to our email fortune@apcasting.com. We'd like to study your requirements and cope with the best prices. And you can follow us for all shops on Alibaba. I will bring you a more exciting live broadcast in the near future. Okay, next welcome my colleague.
今天下午的那个直播哈，我们每一小段都要给大家拍一段视频。比如说大家是讲的球的，大家最好找一下球的照片，球的那个照片或者实物。然后大家开场的时候就可以现场拿这个球，他要拍45秒的短视频。然后在直播过程中，大家可以介绍，比如说我的名字，可以说This is Hannah from EB China. Today I'll introduce 什么什么产品。这样介绍45秒就行。
First of all, is the conception of the culture and application field of culture, classification of culture, and some parameters of the culture. First, the mining culture, also called the rock culture, which refers to crushing machinery discharge as a particle size greater than 3 millimeter and accounts for more than 50% of the total discharge volume. According to the size of feeding and discharging granular culture often divided into medium culture and fine culture. Intelligent mining, chemical, cement, and other industrial systems, a large amount of raw material are reused, be processed by culture carrying force in order to spirit the
轻点，轻点，轻点。
necessary to use the structure to crush the roll or to pursue the size required by the process. Necessary to crushing machinery to crush the raw material to the size required by the next operation. In departments such as cooking pumps, security pumps, glass industry, partner carriage, and so on. Crushing machinery must be used to crush the raw materials to the size required by the next operation. In the mechanical and electric power sectors, crushing and grinding machinery crush and grinds raw materials, increasing the surface area of material and creating favorable conditions for shortening the time of chemical reactions of materials. With the rapid development of industry and the rapid reduction of resources, the reuse of waste material in the production of various departments is very important. The reprocessing of these waste materials needs to be crushed by crushing machinery. And next, these are some pictures of the crusher. classification of crusher. According to the way of crushing, we thought that the crusher can be roughly divided into two categories: crusher, breaking machine. They remaining use the crusher generating handles large pieces of material and the product size is larger. According to the crushing method and the structural characteristics of the machine, roughly divided into six categories: gel crusher, impact crusher, vertical crusher, impact crusher, crusher, camera crusher, roller crusher. Gel crusher. The crusher chamber is composed of two gel plates, a mobile gel and a static gel, which simulates the movement of the animal to complete the material crushing operation. The picture from the gel crusher is the preferred equipment for primary crushing, has the characteristics of large crushing ratio, uniform product size, simple structure, reliable work, simple maintenance, and economical operating costs, and low noise and less dust. The crushing ratio is large and the product size is uniform. The structure is simple, the work is reliable, and the operating cost is low. The lubrication system is safe and reliable. The replacement of parts is convenient, and the equipment maintenance is simple. The crushing cavity is deep and there is no diesel, which improves the feeding capacity and output. The equipment energy saving. Single machine energy saving is 50% to 30%. System energy saving is more than double. The adjustment range of the discharge is large, which can meet the requirements of different users. The next is a cold crusher. Cold crusher, a crushing machine suitable for raw materials in metallurgy, construction, road construction, chemistry, and silicates industries. According to different crushing principles and different particle size, it is divided into many models. They are widely used in mining, building materials, highways, railways, water, consumerism, and chemical industries, and many other sectors. The cold crusher has larger crushing ratio, high efficiency, low energy consumption, suitable product size, suitable for medium and fine crushing of various ores and rocks. Features of cold crusher. With higher production capacity, better quality. Due to the safety device, the downtime is greatly reduced. The machine body is a cast steel structure with reinforcement drives set at every tube pipe with an adjuster. Can quickly adjust the size of the crusher and the charge carrier. Provides spring protection device with a traditional lubrication system. It will shut down when the temperature is too high or the flow rate is too slow. The internal function has either steady movement, which can effectively protect the equipment from dust and other small particles, and long sliced life and strong dependability. And next is the impact pressure. The impact pressure is mainly used for mechanical, chemical industry, building materials, hydropower, and other materials that often require relocation operations, especially for mobile stone operations such as highway, railway, and hydropower projects. It can be based on the type, scale, and size of the raw materials to be processed. The different requirements of finished materials of hierarchy of configuration forms. And the features of impact structures include the impact structure is more effective in protecting materials with a larger amount of moisture and effectively prevent materials from flowing. The impact structure is applicable to a wide range of materials and hardware. It is convenient and flexible to adjust the discharging particle size and the adjustment range is wide. The learning parts are small and the medical utilization rate is high. The replacement of spare parts is simple and the maintenance cost is reduced. And next is the hammer pressure. Hammer pressure is a type of equipment for crushing material in the form of divided into two types, single roller and double roller. It is one-stage crusher that directly crushes material with the particular size of 600 to 1,800 The hammer crusher is suitable for crushing other materials such as limestone, black coal, and other materials in different shapes for reactive power, metallurgy, and other industries. The features include the larger crushing ratio, high production efficiency. The product is uniform and there is little overpower development. Low energy consumption per unit of simple structures. The equipment is light in weight and easy to operate in the reliable mechanical structure, high production efficiency. The next is the roller crusher. The roller crusher uses one pair or two pair of Saturday roping rollers to crush the materials. The materials fall between the two rollers through the upper feeding bottom of the equipment that is floating through the gap between the two rollers. Is gradually crushed and the finished material leaks from the lower part where composing materials that are too hard to be broken. The rollers retracted to increase the gap between the rollers and the over hard materials with the action of hydraulic or steering pulls the rollers return to the original gap, thereby protecting the pushing and the transferring the gap between the two rollers. You can control the particular size of you can control the maximum particular size of the product. The features of rollers structures. Our commonly used road structures have the following advantages: simple structure, convenient maintenance, and low manufacturing cost. It is mainly suitable for current and automatic crushing of brittle materials in mining, metallurgy, chemical, and other industries. Its field size is large and the output size is adjustable. Especially in the coal industry, the use of this machine to crush road coal can be directly crushed as long as it undergoes iron removal. And the crushed materials have uniform flow size and low extreme crushing rate, which simplifies the cost preparation process and reduce investment and production cost. Only some proper specifications are introduced in actual application. There will be more and more detailed specifications such as according to different purpose, conditions of council are slightly different. Some total ones are inlet size, outlet size, output, power, and so price is not the only decisive factor, but to set the choice according to one's own needs in order to save time and cost. Thanks for watching. Next, I will invite my colleague Carl to introduce.
Hello everyone, this is Carl from China. Now let me introduce the force and the nouns. About force. As early as the 16th century in Europe, nail-making workers began producing nails with the spiral surge. In 1797, Moseley invented an all-metal procession screw rise in London. The following year, Friction made a nuts and bolts manufacturing machine in the United States. Both machines can produce universal nuts and bolts. Until the 21st century, both are widely used in construction, machinery, furniture, electrical appliances, automobiles, lamps, and other industries. EV bolts, materials. The bolt materials produced by our company mainly includes the carbon steel, alloy steel, stainless steel, and the special alloys, such as 45 steel, SS316, SS304, SAF 2205, 2507, 40 CR, 42 CR MO, and Momo K500. Momo 400. Dimension. The diameter is M6 to M100, and the length is 20 to 800 and so on. Application. Mainly used in mining machinery, cooling tower, and other industrial equipments. Ball mill sports. Application. Ball mill sports are widely used in ball mills, cement mills, coal mills, and mine mills, including SAG mills, AG mills. Material grade commonly used 40 CR, 10.9 grade, and 42 CR and 12.9 grade. 35 CR and 12.9 grade. This is some pictures about our products. This is our factory.
So this is our forging process. Yes, we are doing forging, hot forging.
This is the forging.
Yes, we are doing the hot forging, the nuts, hex nuts.
We are doing the forging now.
We have six forging press, and this one is manually for forging the hex nuts. Yes.
Stainless steel balls. Stainless steel balls generally refer to steel balls that are resistant to corrosion by air, water, acids, alkali salts, or other media. Application. Many used for environmental protection equipment, medical equipment, power facilities, chemical instruments, petrochemical industries, pump valve pipelines. Material grades. Almost commonly produced materials are SS 304, SS 316, SAF 2205, 2507, and the Momo K500 and the Momo 400. This is some pictures about our products, post and nows. And so on. This is the milk manufacturer about our factory and order. This is the name of our company. Thanks for watching. If you have any inquiry about both, please send it to our email. We'd like to study your requirements and quote you the best prices. Please follow our shop on Alibaba. I will bring you a more exciting live podcast in the near future. Let's let us invite my colleague Travis to introduce the next part.
Good morning, everyone. This is Terry from EB China. Welcome to our lecture. Today I'm going to show you the introduction of hammerhead. Okay, let's begin. In the beginning, I will introduce what's the hammerhead. The hammerhead is one of the core components of the hammer crusher. It is arranged on the hammer shape of the crusher rotor. The hammerhead directly hits the material when the crusher is running at a high speed, and finally crushes it into a suitable material size. It is widely used in crushing equipment, commonly used in industries such as industrial core metallurgy, meaning fueling materials and electrical power. Next is the characteristics of the hammerhead. Forging can change the internal structure of metal materials, refine crystals, and improve their properties. 2. Forging production must use heating equipment. Forging equipment and many tools. 3. Forging equipment mainly includes steam hammer, air hammer, eye forging hammer, machine hammer, splinter hammer, spring hammer, belt hammer, crank hammer press, friction press, hydraulic press, reaming machine, roll forging machine. Next is the material of hammerhead. First is high machines steel. 2. High chromium cast iron. 3. Carbon alloy steel. different types of hammer head. First is high maintenance steel. High maintenance steel has good toughness, good manufacturability, and no price. Its main feature is that under the action of greater impact of contact stress, the surface layer will quickly produce work underneath, and its work underneath index is 5 and 7 times higher than other materials. The wear resistance is greatly improved. However, it is a effective force of the tower is delicate, or the contact stress is small. The surface cannot be quickly hardened, and the wear resistance of the high resistance steel cannot be for two high chromium cast iron. High iron cast iron is a wear resistant material with excellent brush resistance. But its toughness is low and brittle fracture is prone to occur. In order to ensure the safe operation of high chromium cast iron hammers, composite hammers have been developed. That is, high chromium cast iron is cast in high resistance steel or low alloy steel hammer heads. For the working part of the hammer head is made of high chromium cast iron, and the hammer handle part is used. Three, no carbon steel alloy. No carbon alloy steel is mainly alloy structure steel containing chromium, molybdenum, and other elements that has high hardness and good toughness. Its material structure has martensite, green lead, or green lead and martensite composite structure. However, the temperature heat treatment of the hammer head is the key, and it requires considerable plasticity and toughness. Next is the process of hammer head. The manufacturing process of the hammer head is also a key factor to determine its device life. If there are defects in the hammer head surface or internal manufacturing, such as shrinkage, cracks, crystal, it will not only reduce the performance of the hammer head, but even cause the hammer head to break. Therefore, reasonable casting and heat treatment processes must be formulated in the production of hammers. These are some pictures of the hammer head. According to the manufacturing process, the crusher hammers on the market can be divided into two types: casting and forgings. but their wear resistance is different. If there are defects in the hammerhead surface or internal such as shrinkage, cracks, crystal, penetration, that will not only reduce the performance of the hammerhead, but even cause the hammerhead to break. Therefore, reasonable casting and heat treatment processes must be formulated in the production of the hammers. Hammerhead is one of the core components of the hammer crusher. It is arranged on the hammer shape of the crusher bottom. The hammer head directly hits the material when the crusher is running at a high speed, and finally crushes into a suitable material size. Here is widely used in the crushing equipment commonly used in industries such as industrial core, metrology, building materials, and electrical power. Forging can change the material structure of metal materials, refine crystals, and improve their properties. Forging production must use heating equipment, forging equipment, and many tools. Forging equipment mainly includes steam hammer, air hammer, die forging hammer, split hammer, spring hammer, beer hammer, crank process, friction press, hydraulic press, milling machine, forging machine. The material of hammer head X-ray, they are high manganese steel, high chromium cast iron, low carbon alloy steel. First is the high manganese steel. It has good toughness, good manufacturability, and no price. Its main feature is that under the action of greater impact or contact stress, the surface layer will quickly reduce worker hardening, and its work hardening index is 5 and 7 times higher than other materials. The wear resistance is greatly improved. However, if the impact force of the power is contact stress is small, the surface cannot be quickly hardened, and the wear resistance of the high base wear cannot be fully exposed. High chromium cast iron is a wear resistance material with excellent brushing resistance, but its toughness is low, and a brighter fracture is prone to occur. In order to ensure the safe operation of high chromium cast iron hammers, composite hammers have been developed. That is, high chromium cast iron is cast in high manganese steel or no alloy steel hammer's head, or the working part of the hammerhead is made of high chromium cast iron, and the hammerhead part is used. Next is low carbon cyanoid. It is mainly alloy structural steel containing chromium, molybdenum, and other elements. It has high hardness and good toughness. The material structure has composite, granite, and composite structure. However, the temperature heat treatment of the hammerhead is key, and it provides considerable plastic and toughness. The process of the hammerhead is also a key factor in determining its device life. There are defects in hammerhead surface or internal defects, such as cracks, cluster. It will not only reduce the performance of the hammerhead, but even cause the hammerhead to break. Therefore, reasonable casting and heat treatment processes must be formulated in the production of hammers. These are some pictures of the hammerhead. If there are defects in hammerhead surface or internal, such as cracks, cluster, restriction, it will not reduce the performance of the hammerhead, but even cause the hammerhead to break. Therefore, reasonable casting and heat treatment process must be formulated in the production of hammers. Thank you for watching my lecture. 下面这样。
Hi everyone, this is Carmen from EB China. Now I will introduce the new concept of crushing and rigging technology in cement and mining industries. Based on the theory of ball mill system in engineering, this paper expounds the comprehensive application of science and technology in the crushing and rigging process, and push forward a new concept of cement and mine crushing and grinding technology through the analysis of the working conditions and the corruption of each working part of the ball mill. First, the induction. Cement and mining industries are the basic industries in the mental economy. They have the characteristics of sustainability, large value, and high energy consumption. Therefore, high refractory and low consumption are permanent topics in the cement and mining industries. Throughout the domestic and the forging marks, there are large ups and downs and various competition, and the ultimate goal of enterprise competition is quality and cost. Therefore, technological upgrading and equipment optimization should be the top priority of current enterprise development. The project's technical background. Crashing and grinding production lines are widely used in the production of mining, electric power, chemical industry, building materials, and other industries. It plays a pivotal and fundamental role in the traditional manufacturing industry, and is also unique for mining, cement, and other enterprises to improve efficiency and reduce consumption. Crashing and other through grading process to select sand or powder. Every year, nearly 2.4 billion tons of cement, raw materials, and silicas are crushed and ground, and the processing of crushing and grading process exceeds 6 billion tons. About 1.7 billion tons of coal used in coal-fired power plants must be crushed before it is injected into the boilers for combustion and power generation. In 2019, China produced 9.96 billion tons of steel. Based on the average iron content of 30% of 3.3 billion tons of iron ore alone need to be crushed and ground every year. Copper, gold, molybdenum, chromium, uranium, and other material mines have similar production processes. When the general understand used in current should be broken and finally broken before it can be applied to all kinds of construction projects. Crushing and grading process consume about 4 million tons of wear-resistant materials every year. The power consumption of crushing and grading takes up nearly 70% of the whole production processes. Therefore, the importance of crushing and grading production technology is the direction for enterprises to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and benefit improvement. Part 2, the project technology background. Mistakes of current crushing and grading process. ball mill is called low efficiency machine. In fact, it is a misunderstanding. People do not really understand the ball mill. It is a decisive machine in the grinding process. The ball mill has been around for more than 100 years. Over the past 100 years, great changes have taken place in the grinding process. The feeding particle size of the ball mill has changed from about 200 in simple production to about 1 in the modern mass production. About the new concept crushing process. Crushing and grinding production is the main link in consignment production and manufacturing, and its power consumption accounts for nearly 70% of the entire production process. Therefore, the improvement of the crushing and grinding production process is the main goal of the enterprise to achieve energy saving, consumption reduction, and efficiency improvement. The significance of the new concept process established in the working state of the ball mill under the new material condition and actively combined with the roller press, vertical mill, and other medium and fine crushing pressures, improve the output, reduce energy consumption, improve the particle form, optimize the particle structure, and option the optimal performance of plant of significantly improve the manufacturing yield. About the ball mill ceramic leading plate, our patented products. We put forward the ball mill system energy theory, and plotting the system energy theory in the ball mill grading process to make making changes. Design the line the ceramic landing plate and the metal ball combination. The increase of output and reduce consumption. The proportion of ceramic is only about 47% of steel, which can reduce the weight of landing plate by more than 50%, improves efficiency of ball mill, and reduce the energy consumption of ball mill. Ceramics have extremely high wear resistance, greatly reducing the running cost and the maintenance rate of the ball mill. This is a photo of ceramic landing plate. significance of the new concept process. First, establishing the working state of the ball mill under the new material condition. Alternatively, converting it with the roller process. Increasing the output. Reducing energy consumption. Improving particle shape. Optimizing particle structure, striving for the highest strength of command. Ball mill modified according to new concept process. Reducing 90% of the bulk of the mobile, which not only reduce the manufacturing cost and accessories of the ball mill, increases the strength of the ball mill body, and also eliminates the common leakage of powder and material. That greatly improves the working environment of workers. The preliminary experiment of this project. Our new concept breeding process has been used commensurably on command mills with statement diameters of 3.8 and 4.2. Ceramic lining plate is used in industrial application with metal breeding bowl on command mill with stator diameter of 3.8 meters. In the command mill with a diameter of 4.2 past 13.5 meter, the output of 42.5 grade cement stamp is as high as 290 pounds, and the power consumption is about 24 degrees per ton. The output is about 200 to 30 tons, and the power consumption is about 30 to 33 degrees per ton. When the traditional design is used in the same type of stand, the ceramic ball mill lining board has been used in Tianjin cement factory for more than 60 months. It has been verified by the customer that has design is mature and stable, and the wear-resisting performance is externally ideal, which determines the development direction of the ball mill lining. Brought in the future and is an making products. The experimental results. In an industrial test of the 3.8 past 13 liter command mill, a single beam mill composed of the combined cell commenting ball free liner has been successfully run for 7 years. Compared with the traditional mill, the output has been increased by 30%, and the power consumption per ton is about 25. And more importantly, the survival life of wear resistant materials has been increased by more than 50%. Inclusion. The new concept of crushing and breeding technology can increase the output of the ball mill by more than 20%, save about 20% of electricity, and extend the life of wear-resistant materials by more than 50%. Under the new working conditions, the work tasks of the existing ball mills have undergone a fundamental change. It is necessary to fully study the ball mills and use convergence technology to improve the effective power of the ball mills. The ball breeding theory in ball mills is of no practical significance. Only the ball with uniform ball diameter has the greatest breeding ability. The single chamber mill can boast of the variety of liners with different surface shapes, can greatly increase the output of the mill and greatly reduce the power consumption. Excellent wear-resistant materials are the basis of the new concept of crushing and breeding technology. In the ball mill system engineering theory, ceramic liners and metal balls will be the best combination, and it can be effectively reduce excellent corneal pollution. In the new concept of ball mill system engineering, whether it is concept of mines, whether it is dry or light grading processes, we do not hesitate to recommend ceramic liners. Let us review the conclusion. The new concept of crushing and breeding technology can increase the output of the bone meal by more than 20%, save about 20% of electricity, and extend the life of wear-resistant materials by more than 50%. Under the new working conditions, the work tasks of the existing bone may have undergone fundamental change. It is necessary to fully study the bone mills and use compensating technology to improve the effective power of the bone mills. The bone grinding theory in bone mills is of more practical significance. Only the bone with uniform bone diameter has the greatest grinding ability. The single chamber mill, composed of a variety of liners with different surface shapes, can greatly increase the output of the mill and greatly reduce the power consumption. Excellent wear-resistant materials have a basis of the new concept of crushing and breeding technology. In the bone mill system and burning ceramic liners and metal boards will be the best combination, and it can effectively reduce the cellular-relevant chromium pollution. In the new concept of the bone mill system enduring, whether it is command or mines, whether it is dry or wet grinding processes, we do not hesitate to remind it ceramic liners. Excellent wear-resistant materials are the basic of the new concept of the crushing and breeding technology. The single chamber mill composed of a variety of liners with different surface shapes can greatly increase the output of the mill and greatly reduce the power consumption. The bone breaking theory in bone mills is of no practical significance. Only the bone with uniform bone diameter has the greatest grinding ability. Under the new working conditions, the work tasks of the existing bone mills has undergone a fundamental change. It is necessary to fully study the bone mills and use compensating technology to improve the effective power of the bone mills. The new concept of crushing and breeding technology can increase the output of the bone meal by more than 20%, save about 20% of electricity and extend the life of very resistant materials by more than 50%. In an industrial test of the treatment, it passed 13 meter diameter cement mill. A single mill composed of the combined self-converting bolt-free liner has been successfully run from 7 years. Compared with the traditional mill, the output has been increased by 30%. The power consumption per ton is about 25, and more than importantly, the service life of very resistant materials has been increased by more than 50%. In the cement mill is a diameter of 4.2 past 13.5 meters. The update of 42.5 grade cement stand is as high as 290 tons of the power consumption is about. Okay, thank you for your watching.